Hello, everyone, and welcome to Crypto Atlas. In this episode, we're going to be sharing detailed information on a project called Prometheus. This is a node-based project on the Binance Smart Chain. Quick disclaimer, this is a sponsored video. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Everything I'm sharing is my own opinion. It's my own research. I highly encourage you to go do your own research. And in fact, as usual with these kinds of things, I will be providing a link to their Twitter, to their website, as well as to their Discord in the description. And we have something special that's going on. This is a giveaway, and I'm going to be introducing a member of the team here, so I'm very glad to have them on board to help address these community questions. This is a list of questions I've come up with, but I know many people in the community space would be asking these primary questions. But you can always ask more. Go join their Discord. So I'm here with 23. 23, how's it going? It's nice to meet you. Can you tell us a little bit about what it is that you do at Prometheus and what exactly is going on with this giveaway?
Hello, Crypto Atlas. First, thanks for having me. And I am the founder and CEO of Prometheus. And regarding the giveaway, guys, for participate to the giveaway, just follow us on Twitter, and we are going to follow us on Twitter. And Crypto Atlas and me, we are gonna choose the winner of the giveaway. We're gonna be 100 BUSD.
Yeah, so just to reiterate that one more time, we'll actually have more information with all that in the comments down below. It's the easiest way you guys can go to have access to the details on this. But yeah, it's $100 worth of BUSD. So I've got a series of questions, as I noted, for you, 23. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Here we go. The first question I have up for you is, can you tell us a little bit about your project?
Okay. First, Prometheus was supposed to be a protocol who do DeFi as a service slash node as a service. And now we tend to go more on the financial part, which is DeFi as a service slash farming as a service. We aim to resolve one of the biggest problem of DeFi for any newcomers, which is the complexity of DeFi. Right now, let's say DeFi is it's a big space, it's a complex space, and we only have 24 hours in our day, and it's almost impossible as an individual to catch up with everything into DeFi. So the idea of Prometheus, it's you buy either with our native token, which is PHI, or by bonding, where you can create your nodes with BUSD, BNB, and Cake with a discount. And we are going to receive that money, and we are going to make it work for you, basically. This is how it's works. And we tend to create a larger ecosystem around Prometheus. I will not say more at the moment because we need to change the roadmap, and the community need to vote for in favor or against that roadmap. We have one how can I say it? We have one specificity in Prometheus is that your voice matters. I really emphasize democracy. I really like democracy, and I think that collectively we are going to be able to make better decision than a single individual, even if he's a professional. If you have, let's say, 1,000 brain work on investment opportunity, the results of that analysis will be better than one single individual, for the main reason that we all have our own point of view, and to discuss about a financial topic or an investment altogether will make us able to realize that there is more pros and cons than a single individual can see. So Prometheus is all about collective intelligence, and it's all about a collective intelligence in order to make better investment decisions for the protocol and for us, the investors.
And what are your long-term goals?
So our long-term goal right now is to create a whole DeFi ecosystem, but I know that now it's a marketing word, but we don't want to do everything like the other. We are more leaning towards a business model called sharing revenue, where if we create, for example, a DEX/AMM or a yield maximizer, so basically create new protocol, all the investor of Prometheus will be able to receive part of the income from this protocol. And to start with our community, which is Prometheus community, and to launch new project, it's gonna give us an advantage compared to other protocol because we already have, let's say, a user base, and we are going to and once we have a user base, it's more easier to launch new financial product, for example. So personally, my long-term goal, it's to have, let's say in 1 year or 2 years, which is long-term for crypto. It's like 10 years in the real world.
Yeah.
It's to have, a whole DeFi ecosystem that every members of Prometheus can use, and other members as well. But the ones who are gonna receive part of that income gonna be the investor of Prometheus.
That's interesting. Okay. And so let's actually roll into my next question. Is your team doxed or KYC'd?
So all the members of the core team are KYC'd by Azure DeFi. So I know that for a lot of people it's mean nothing, but for us it's mean a lot. Because in fact, when we launch Prometheus, we have everything to lose. I mean, my financial and professional situation is already set up. I own 3 companies. All the members of the board are either business owner as well or executive in their own companies. So and most of us work with our own industries who are not so much crypto friendly. So for us, it's mean a lot. It's mean that we are skin in the game. We are not here for rug, and we are here for the real long time, for a really long time. Because I think I can say that on the behalf of the team that all the core team members think that crypto is the future, basically.
And
We all think that, and we want to be part of that future. Sorry.
That's okay. So I actually have this partially answered here in front of me. So my next question is, do you have an audit? And I can see it's through Pegasus. Can you kind of explain a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so we have an audit. It's a really short audit that we have done in the beginning. It's not an expensive audit for sure. And we plan to get an audit by a big firm such as Certic or PeckShield or Solidity, for example. And the audit at the beginning was just for be sure to get a peer review of our code and to be sure that we don't have any flaws in our system. And I think it's have done the job pretty well because it's already like 2 months that we exist, and we didn't get any issue of security so far.
And why should someone choose to invest right now in Prometheus?
Why? For the simple reason that you're not going to be used as an exit liquidity for plenty of reasons. Most of the node protocol gonna give you a fixed daily rewards, and for us it's not the case. We have what we call a decay system, where you are going to receive less and less every day. for 1 year, and after the decay stopped. And right now, for example, for the first year for juice node, you're supposed to receive 321% of APR. And the second year with the juice node, you're going to receive something like 8 to 9% a month, which is still nice. And by making a decay, it's mean that you're not going to be the exit liquidity of the early investor, because as more the time goes, the first investor tend to dump more and more in order to take their profit. But with the decay, they will be able to dump less and less, because they're going to receive less and less daily rewards every single day. To the point where, for the people who invest now at the launch, right now, for example, if you bought just now at the launch, right now you should have something around 0.6 PHI a day instead of 1. So your dumping power is 50% less, in fact.
Right.
And over the year, it's gonna reach maybe, I don't recall the number good, but I think it's 0.2 PHI a day that he's going to receive. I'm not sure about that number. I need to check that, but it's something in that order. So basically, yes, this is why you should invest, because we really care about everybody. We care about everybody, and the decay system will allow you to be protected from the whales who always dump on the small fish, for example, or the earliest investor. We are a protocol where no matter which time you invest, you always have a chance to make money, basically. And also, right now, we just launched our farming and trading operation, and it's going to allow us to do a buyback to maintain a certain floor price. So we want to offer all the guarantee that to all the investors that they are going to get back their money and more by plenty of, let's say, complex mechanism like that you can check on our documentation.
Okay. And I understand that you guys have a referral-based system, correct?
Correct.
Can you elaborate a little bit more? How does that referral system work?
Of course. So if you go, for example, on the D app of Prometheus,
okay,
you have on the menu on the left something called affiliation.
Okay, here we go. And I'm just going to go ahead and connect my wallet real quick.
Yeah.
And I got two options here. Let's go ahead and get that connected.
Yeah, either MetaMask or Wallet Connect.
And I'm going to swap over to the Binance Smart Chain side. Okay, so it's got your address up here at the top.
Yes, so basically how it's work is you copy paste your affiliation link, and you give it to the people who want to invest into Prometheus. So the point of that, it's so when someone gonna use your link, they are going to receive a discount of 10% in their first nodes, and you're going to receive I think it's 7.5% of the in native token, 7.5% of the node's value that they create. So we create that system in order to make to get real to reward all the community members who want to get involved in the marketing and the promotion of Prometheus. And so far, it seems to work, because 90%, in fact, or 95% of the people who use the 95% of the node created from an affiliate link is from how can I say it? It's from the investors of Prometheus. It's not either the influencer or no. 95% of not created from the affiliate system is from the investor, the normal people like you and me. So we create that system in order to make you to reward you because you want to get involved. Most of the protocol, let's say, force you to shield for free their own project, and for us, you get paid for that, and every work deserves salary. So that's why we have that.
So if you don't mind me asking a little bit more on this, because it's actually my first impression looking at this part, actually. So if there, as far as the percentages for the rewards, for the referrals, that kind of a thing, if as time goes on, you get more adoption, more people that come in, and it starts to show a little bit of instability with the design, is this an aspect that if you guys needed to make a change internally in the contract, you could be able to change variables with this?
Yes, we can, but because we are a DAO, so a DAO it's a decentralized autonomous organization.
Right.
Because we are DAO, then every change that we have to make was not here since the beginning will go through a vote.
Which
So
I'm all
if
for.
we want,
Yeah.
yes, and it's not a Discord vote, you know. It's a vote. It's a vote on a snapshot where all of the votes are recorded on the blockchain. So nobody can say like we get some. Sorry, I'm gonna be sorry for the joke, but nobody. We are not gonna get like some African election where even the dead people vote. You know, it's recorded on the blockchain, so it cannot lie.
Okay.
And every change, yeah, if we want to make a change, if we want to make an investment, if we want to make something, anything, in fact, about the code or the money or anything, it have to go through a vote.
And see, I think that's
Because I
great.
want, yeah, because I want that whole decision are legitimate and backed by the investors.
Yeah, and from what you guys are kind of having on your mission statement here on your website, I think I'm actually going the wrong direction right now with it. But basically, the fact that you guys are respecting so much the community and you're coming up with creative ideas. And these creative ideas is in a space that we're still pretty new in. So if some things start to feel like that market stability isn't holding itself together, that flow of how everything is taking place, right? That you have acknowledged now
Yeah.
that, yeah, there are elements there that can be changed. And two, the community are the ones ultimately that are going to have the say on that. So you listen to the community and you have designed a system with that whole DAO aspect. Okay. Well, that answers my question on that. But again, if people are wanting to know more stuff, there's the information in the description and their Discord. You guys are more than welcome to hop over and be more direct if there's something specific that stands out to you guys as the viewers. But I do have other questions I'm going to go ahead and roll into for this video here that I think are also very important. My next question that I have for you is, do you have any liquidity that is locked?
Of course it is. It's locked. You can check it on the blockchain when you go on Dex Screener and search for PHI. I want to say also that the ownership of the contract is on a multi-sig. So not anyone can do what he wants with the contract. It's need at least 4 signatures on 7, in fact.
Okay.
Even the treasury is under multi-sig. It has been given publicly on the vote. We are gonna update the documentation about that. But yeah, everything is either locked on multi-sig, and we really emphasize security. So security and yeah, security. So that's why liquidity locked. We are not going to argue, and the contract ownership is on a multi-sig. So basically, no individual can take, even me, no individual can take a single decision without the approval of the board.
And in regards to your guys' decay system, very briefly, can you explain a little bit more of how that whole design works? I know you touched on it a little bit earlier, but if you can kind of just elaborate a little bit more on the decay system.
Oh yeah. So the decay system is so most of when I start to create Prometheus back in December 21. Um, there is not so much node protocol who exist at that time, and I'm an investor of Strongblock as well, you know. And I was like, yes, Strongblock have a huge issue that I didn't think about before. It's the more the protocol grows in terms of node creation, more the ceiling pressure become exponential,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And you
No.
need more and more new and you need more and more new buyers in order to maintain that floor price. So I was like, yeah, we are not going to do that. We need and in fact it's mathematically impossible to give you a fixed return where the market have so much volatility. You know, if we manage if we let's say manage the money for you and we make a guaranteed return, you can be sure at 100% that it's a Ponzi or a scam. Like, for example, what Bernie Madoff did, you see. Uh, so the decay is here to give you less and less reward every day. And in fact, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much reward you receive every day. It doesn't matter. What fully matter is um, did we did the protocol is able to control its own price by being, let's say, financially autonomous. And this is what we're going to do. Over time, the rewards tend to go down, but with the investment value over time tend to goes up. So it means that we are going to give less and less rewards every day, but the investment treasury is gonna grow more and more every single day to the point where the return on invest of the investment gonna be bigger than the daily rewards that we give. So it means that we will be able to buy back more PHI every day over time than the protocol can produce, which gonna increase the price of the tokens. So over the long term, we only can have an appreciation of PHI because we give less and less and we buy back more and more.
It's
So that's why there is a decay.
Yeah, it's a very cool design, especially with the way that you just described it. Uh, I'm really
Thank you.
excited. I'm really excited to see this like daily decay format and how it's going to pan out. I've been looking at a lot of node projects, and with what you guys got going on here, it's a very interesting combating approach to that. I have one more question for you. So my next question is, what will
Yes,
happen?
and
Oh,
can I add
yeah, no, go ahead.
can
You're
I add
fine.
just something before yeah, thank you. I just want to say that also Prometheus, it's not like your average node project. We're not like a node project where you invest and you take your reward every day, your profit every day, every single day, forever. We are more like a long-term shot, in fact. It's not a financial advice, but the way I design Prometheus, it's to reward the long-term player, the long-term investor. So the best bet that you can do about Prometheus is to invest into a node on Earth, and let's say forget that that node exists for at least 3 months, 3 months, for example, and 3 months after you come back, and you can still be part of the community and the vote and so on. And in 3 months you come back and you will see that uh, it was better to play it that way than the short term point of view.
So my last question that I
That's all.
have for you is, and thank you for that,
Yeah.
is what will happen when the supply hits the circulating supply of the 4 million, and what are your plans afterwards for that? That's something that I noticed here through the app. If I go back to it.
Yeah, you can on the dashboard. Yeah. So basically, the total supply is 21 million PHI. This is the total amount of tokens that we mint at the contract creation. We burn more than 60% of this token, and it's mean that we have 4.4 million of PHI as a runaway. So what will happen? So basically, the circulating supply never gonna be the total supply, because we have burnt 16 millions of token or 17 millions of token. So we are never gonna be able to recover these tokens. But what we can do in order to still pay you back, even after, let's say, we have 500,000 nodes, for example. So we are going to be able to buy back the token, and when we buy back the token, we are gonna put them back into the reward distribution pool, and it's gonna allow us to continue forever to pay you your, let's say, dividends, your daily rewards, and you can say, yeah, but one day or another you will have a limit. Yes and no, because of the decay, of course. So I've made some calculation, like if we have, for example, 600,000 Zeus node with the actual circulating supply, we can just 600,000 Zeus node. We can stay like, I think, 4 years if my calculation are good.
Mm-hmm.
4 years. We have 4 years of runaway in front of us without doing any buyback for put the native token into the reward distribution pool. You see, without that. So if we do the buyback, it's gonna give us a few extra years. And if we reach the point to there is no more circulating token at all, we can still do what we call technical migration, like a V2 of the contract, and then we just have to plug back again the new token contract into the node contract.
That makes sense.
And things gonna run again.
23. You should tell people the circulating supply that you have. You should be like, yeah, we started at 21 million. Storm came in, and then we lost 17 million roughly in a boating accident. I don't know if you've ever heard that meme before with crypto. Oh yeah, I lost it in a boating accident, right? But no,
I never seen that meme, but yeah, it seems funny.
Yeah. When people are trying to track your crypto, you're like, oh, I lost it in a boating accident. I don't know where it went, right? Anyways, that was all the questions that I had. Was there anything else that comes to your mind that you didn't touch on that you still wanted to talk about?
Yes, for example, the floating sell tax, because I can see that in your screen it's 50%. So when later on I was when before I was speaking about reward the long-term investor compared to the short-term investor, that sell tax is here. It's a perfect example. Like if you are like an earlier investor, and you invest, let's say, at $6 per PHI. Right now we are at 16. That sell tax is also here to balance the things. So yeah, you are an earlier investor. You don't care about other people. You're like, yeah, I don't care about the other people, the other investor of that protocol, and because I bought at a cheaper price, I doesn't mind. Okay, you can sell, but you're going to be able to sell only half of what you have. I mean, you're going to receive only half of what you have. What happened to the remaining other half? It's simple. It's go to the investment treasury. So the short-term players finance also part of the investment treasury who are going to how can I say it? I lose my word. To reward the long-term investor, because more the investment treasury grows in the future, more we are going to make money, and more we will be able to do a buyback. So all the short-term finance, all the future profit of the long-term investor, basically. That's the interest of the floating cell tax, and it's also here to stop let's say a flash crash or a panic selling. That's all.
You know, I got to say it again, the whole boating accident thing. I'm looking at this. It says
Yeah,
floating cells tax, right? So they just lost 50% in a boating accident and it's floating on the water and you guys go and you scoop it up, right? uh, no.
exactly. On the behalf of the long-term investor.
Yeah, exactly. Well, hey, 23, I want to thank you so much for coming on and answering these questions. And I just want to let everyone know in the chat once again that there is resource material out there for you that you can go and read a lot more information on this. The Assure DeFi is up there. The documentation, if you really want to break that down, that's all provided in through the link off of their Twitter account. Again, that giveaway that we've got going on, it's $100 worth of BUSD. That's the Binance stablecoin. And to participate in all that, the information, I'll be sending out a tweet with this video, and you can click on the link directly in the comments down below so that you have access to that. But you know, their Twitter account, their Discord, their website, all that will be in the description. I am not a financial advisor. Again, this is not financial advice. Go do your own research. And thank you so much, 23, again, for all the answers to these questions. God bless everybody. Do not forget to hit subscribe. If you're new, click the thumbs up like button. It does help out with the YouTube search algorithm. If some of you guys are watching from the Prometheus community and you want to help out, share this on social media. Use your hashtags. Let people be able to find out this information. It was very in-depth. We ran a little bit over 30 minutes on this. So it's one of those videos that if people want some more detailed information, I think this is a good substance video. And also, you know, click the bell icon so you can know whenever we got a new video. Thank you so much, everybody. I will see you in the next episode.